Wow, wow, wow. We've got some real life alchemy going on here. There are lots of phases to the quantum entanglement remote experiment in terms of we've got phase one and phase two, and then there are loads of stages within that. And today it's about, again, choosing which crystal is the right crystal for each person. Apologies, I talk with my hands and I'm holding my camera. So it's thinking about which crystal for which person, because what I'm going to do is be imprinting those using the radionics plate. And sometimes it's obvious, I just intuitively go, this is perfect. Other times, you can see the dowsing rod here, I might douse on it. And this time today, because there are two that I like to look at for the next person in the experiment, I'm refreshing my memory and going to be doing a bit of reading about the properties just to see which of these I think is going to be the best one. And I've chosen pendants, which means people can either hold them, they're small enough to put in a handbag, purse, pocket, wallet, etc. Or if you prefer, they've all got the pendant hook, so you can see one of them there, so you can actually wear the pendant as well. And what we're doing with the remote experiment, and my name is, hello, that's me there, it's Marilyn Devonish, the Neuro Success Coach from TranceFormationstm.com. The quantum entanglement remote experiment has been nothing short of spectacular. And I've just had email in, because now we're on phase two. Phase one was just asking people, what do you want to focus on? And some people sent me one or two words, other people sent me an essay. And just to give you a little flavour of some of the things that happened, what you're looking at here, these are the crystals, of course, the holographic stickers, which have been Hoonified already. I'm sorry, I love you, please forgive me, thank you. That's what I call the social media version of Hoona. Ho'oponopono, which I learnt when I went out to Hawaii to study Hoona, was the full-on production. You got the stage, you got the Avaiku, you got the Arca connections, the cutting the cords, going back in time, all of that good stuff. And the social media version is a very quick and easy way to summarize a little snippet of that. So what's happening with phase one was people just sent in whatever they wanted to work on. Someone, for example, said hip pain and osteoporosis. I was like, cool, we can do that. So I then used the frequency generators, used the scalar energy, the Rife and Tesla style frequencies, the harmonics, the molecular frequencies. Within 4 days, they said they had less pronounced pain. They were walking with a less pronounced limp and were able to walk up the stairs without holding the handrail, which is absolutely fantabulous. They then said, following weekend, they went to a school fair with their grandchildren and they did the Candy Dance, which is a song by Cameo, not once, but twice. I'm not even kidding you. And they sent me the video to prove it. No, you cannot see the video. It's for my eyes only, but they have shared their feedback on the blog. It's www.bit.ly/ I think it's remote-quantum-results, could be the other way around, or go to my main website, transformationstm.com. TRANCE, F for Freddy, FORMATIONS, TM as in trademark, so transformationstm.com. You'll see a red watch new button, almost in the position of where that red button is there on the red crystal is. So you'll see a red watch new button, usually top right, depending on the configuration of your device. Click that, panel will slide out, have a bit of a scroll, and you'll see something that says Quantum Entanglement Remote Experiment. Also, while we're on the subject, because I've had people saying, I didn't know about it, how comes I didn't get invited, I didn't see the invite, It went out to my e-newsletter list and all of the people were drawn from there. So by the time it ended up on social media, which people are telling me can take anything from 12 to 14 days, if at all, the places are already gone. So easiest thing to do, once you're on the transformationstm.com website, look top left and you will see the link where you can sign up for my e-newsletter list. So phase one was, tell me what you do, Spice Girls, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Amazing. Everyone had issues going on with sleep. First of all, I knew they would be tired. I didn't tell people why, but when we started, every person had 7 days of remote frequencies. And I did each person individually, so it took 6 weeks because there were 6 people taking part in the experiment. So Monday was the scalar energy, Tuesday was a break, and I said, just so your body adjusts to the energy, I suspected that people would be really tired. And lo and behold, that is exactly what happened. People were like, ha, ha, ha. One person took, because they've worked with me before, they took the day off work and they said they slept until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then, of course, things started to pick up again, and everybody was then saying, oh my God. So one person who was only sleeping 2 hours a night, because of medication that they're taking, they said they were getting a good five hours, which is a massive difference in terms of waking up every 2 hours to go to the bathroom. And they also, that week, during their week of the experiment, they went into London and said they didn't have to hunt around for a public bathroom because they just didn't need one. So that is amazing. Had someone else, I didn't know about the insomnia because they didn't actually say anything about it. They said lots of other things, nothing about that. When we were having a bit of a debrief and a catch up, they said on the Sunday night after that, because everyone got an individual HUNA, HUNA, an individual HUNA recording. I did an MP3 clearing based on whatever people said they wanted to work on. So we did a HUNA energy clearing. And I think for most of them, I also did a bit of access consciousness as well. So they said they listened to the HUNA recording on the Sunday night, which was day 7 of the experiment for them. And they said they had the best night's sleep they've had in 3.5 years. Hold on, let me bring that down there so you can actually see who you're talking to. They said they had the best night's sleep for 3.5 years because they've been suffering from insomnia for the past 3.5 years. I had no idea about that. So that was amazing. Other people were saying it's the best night's sleep they've had in ages. Had someone else talking about flexibility, and they were talking about muscle stiffness. They said after their experiment that they felt freer, they felt more flexible, and funnily enough, they attended a networking event. They said they went to 2 one-day events, and they don't like small talk. They don't like all that sort of stuff, small talk, networking, just not their thing. They said that they just noticed it was just flowing, coming easily. So not only did they notice a change and a benefit in terms of their physical flexibility, they also noticed a change in terms of their flexibility in terms of life itself. So that was just amazing. Now, while I've been sitting here just getting ready to do the reading up about the crystals, I had an email from somebody who's taking part. And so they sent it yesterday, and I sent one this morning saying, are you okay for me to add your feedback to the blog and share it with people? And they said, yeah, absolutely. So let me tell you what it says. They said, so I was, we're just going back and forth. And they said, I've just reread your email of 29th of July. Today is the 4th of September. They've been away on holiday. So I just reread your email of 29th of July. With being so busy at the time it was received, I noted it mentally, but didn't really appreciate the significance of the guidance until I read it again. Thought-provoking and brilliant. I must have taken in something subconsciously, as I've already noticed and felt changes. It has also been so effortless, I didn't even realise it was taking place. So I just wanted to say a big thank you for your suggestions. After reading them, my subconscious mind was clearly ready for action and started doing things before I even knew what was going on. I am here laughing at myself, and I will still do the exercise so I can keep track of what's been happening. I'm so excited about the next phase and all its possibilities. Thanks again. And then they've just sent me another email. Let me just scroll up 1 second. Can't show you the email because it's got their name and email on it, of course. So they've then said, hi Marilyn, you are very welcome to use my comments. Just to add to everything else, I've just seen your latest email around your tinkering, because I sent everyone an email saying, look, it's phase 2 is taking a bit longer than I'd planned because I've been tinkering. And first of all, I said for phase 1, everyone got 7 days of remote frequencies just dedicated to them and what they wanted to work on. For phase 2, which is the radionics imprinting, using the radionics plate, I was going to do 48 hours because you only have to run the manifestation protocol for 24 hours. But I decided I'm going to do 48 because we'll do the manifestation protocol frequencies as a standalone. And then I'm going to add in specific frequencies using the frequency generator for whatever it is people said they wanted to create, generate, manifest, focus on, etc. So I was just saying, look, apologies. I've been tinkering, experimenting with some new stuff, and I've changed my mind. Everyone's going to get 7 days of the manifestation protocol as well. So that's what they mean tinkering. So they said, just to add to everything else, I've seen your latest email around your tinkering. I feel the participants are exceptionally lucky to be part of this experiment. You have gone over and above any expectations, and your willingness to try new things is just one bonus after another. I feel very fortunate to be part of this. Thank you. So, and I thank them as well, because if nobody stepped forward and said, hey, I'm signing up, then I'd be here tinkering on my own. So just thank you very much to the person who has sent that. And also just a massive thank you to everyone who agreed to take part in this experiment. So let me just stand up for a second. So that's the radionics plate. This is the frequency generator. And these are the crystals, your bird's eye view. And so, yeah, so now I'm going to read up on the two that I've had in mind for this particular person. And then what happens is, if you remember, for those of you who watched the video where I was talking about the imprinting with the oregano oil, which some said was foolhardy, and I should have chosen a different oil because oregano is very strong. What I did is the oregano oil goes on one side of the plate, the radionic plate, and what you're imprinting into, in this case, for me, it was a glass of water. So what you're imprinting into goes on the opposite plate. So I had put the oregano oil on one side, glass of water on the other, and then, set up the water, did the magnetization of the water, etc., put it onto the radionics plate, left it for just 20 minutes. That's how long it takes for the imprinting. And then I picked up the glass of water and just swigged it. Didn't really give it a second thought at all. And at first I was like, okay then. It took, that those times if you eat something and then the flavour sort of explodes, there's a time delay. It was like that. So I swigged the water, thought, I just going to put the glass back down, and like, vroom. I could taste the oregano, and then my lips started to tingle, and they were tingling for a good 70. That's an hour and 10 minutes later. By 90 minutes, the tingling wasn't as intense. I could still taste it, but it had simmered down a lot. But the person I bought the oils from, Rachel CK, she's like, why did you use oregano oil? It's so strong. I said, that is exactly why I use it, because I know what it tastes like. Having got it on my, I know what it tastes like. And so I thought I'm going to use one which has a very strong, distinctive taste. So I'll absolutely know if it's been imprinted into the water. And sure enough, it was. And what we're doing now is a variation of that, where everyone has sent me a statement. Some people have sent a handwritten statement that they've sent to me by post. Other people have sent me via email. And as you'll know, if you know, when I've been doing the Huna stuff, and I've been doing that for 24 years now, and first went out to Hawaii to study in 2005, and then went back to do level 2 in 2009. I already know remote energy works. I already know it's absolutely incredible, amazing, fantastic. I already know it works with just the power of thought. I can think about someone and they can feel those energies. And so this is a different way of using frequencies and tapping into scalar energy, which Tesla called standing energy, universal energy. It's not degraded by the process of time, distance, etc. And so this is now marrying the two, because I'm combining the Huna, combining the frequencies, using all of the different frequencies that are available, and yeah, incorporating music, harmonics into that. We did the molecular for some people, scalar energy for everyone, and it's been absolutely fascinating. So I'm just absolutely over the moon. The results are just incredible, and we're just getting started with phase 2. So hold on to your metaphorical energetic hats, because here we go. So also, the final little phase thing I was working on, I did a Facebook Live about it, the boxes, because I was just going to, bung the crystals in the post and the stickers. And I was like, no, let those stickers and crystals arrive in style. So I ordered the first set of boxes that I wanted to use. And I really like these. I like the kind of metallic, shiny, etc. However, they're a little bit, the height-wise, they're not going to fit through the letterbox. And what I want to do is make it easy for people when they arrive, so there's no shenanigans that they have to be home and sign for it and blah blah blah. So what I might do, because I ordered some smaller boxes this week, those arrived now, got here yesterday. So what I might do is use the smaller boxes nobody's going to know the difference. Well, you will if you watch this video, but nobody's going to know the difference. But I just thought I want them to arrive in style. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just about to try these out do the letterbox test and see if these ones actually fit through the letterbox once I put them into the padded envelope. And if they do, I'll use these because I just want to make people's lives easier. Anyway, read the blog, read the results. 6 people took part. All of the 6 people have written back with their feedback, which is just mind-blowing. I shouldn't be surprised, as I said, because I've been doing remote work for over 2 decades now. And when you're doing something new, you still want to, well, I want to test it out. And so, yeah, thank you so much to everyone who took part. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And it's always been about the ripple effect for me and making those rapid transformations and doing it as quickly as possible. When I first started out in October 2000, I did 1-day breakthrough sessions. My intention was that the results of those sessions would continue to ripple throughout people's entire lives, hence the water drop logo that you can see there. Years later, I had an email from someone. He said, "Hi, Marilyn. So-and-so here, we did a 1-day breakthrough session years ago. I'm working in a company, someone's looking for an executive coach, can I recommend them?" I said, "Yeah, absolutely, please do. And yeah, and if you're watching, you want to recommend anyone, please do." And then he said, "I also meant to get in touch and tell you that the results of the 1-day breakthrough session we did are still rippling throughout my entire life." And at that point, I was like, hold on a minute. I think that was about 10 years ago. So sure enough, when I looked in my database, I did a 1-day, as in 8 hours, 1-day breakthrough session. We did it straight through back in the day. 1-day breakthrough session, 10 years prior. And the results were still rippling throughout his entire life. And now if you've watched one of my recent videos about the photo reading, I was at an event last Christmas. The mayor was doing a networking event at the town hall for local businesses, and one of my clients was there, and she attended my very, 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 very first ever photo reading workshop over 20 years ago. And she was talking to someone and something came up in conversation and someone asked a question, and my friend and original client answered. And the person said, "How do you know that?" And she laughed, and I was just walking past at this point, and she said, "It's the photo reading," and she calls me over. She said, "It's the photo reading." She said, "I've been saying to my partner, it does something to your brain." And then she said, "How long ago did I attend that class, Marilyn?" And I said, "It's been over 20 years. So 1-day breakthrough session, 10 years and counting, 2.5-day photo reading workshop, 20 years and counting. It's always been about rapid transformation for me, but not rapid for the sake of just being quick about it. And sometimes I say things as a process is quick and dirty. What I mean is we're not getting down into the weeds. Bang, in, out, let's do it. But that does not mean that it's not impactful and that it doesn't work. They always, always, always pack a punch, and they work supremely well, such that, particularly with this iteration of the experiment, people don't even have to do anything. They just send me their request. So the person who did the candy dance, not once but twice, all they did was send me an email. Actually, they also sent me nail clippings, but there were people like the person with insomnia, the person with the flexibility. The flexibility person just sent me an email. This is what I want to work on. So, and the person who was waking up every 2 hours to go to the bathroom, they just sent me an email. That was it. That's all they had to do. Then they just get on with the rest of their life, get on with their day, and all of the work is done from this end. So they have the experience of that seamless, easy, no hassle, hands off, rapid transformation. So yeah, this is next level. Anyway, I'll totally leave it there now. Thank you if you're still watching. And if you know someone who could benefit from what I do, whether it's remote energy, photo reading, coaching, Huna, soul plan, you name it, it's all on the transformationstm.com website. Well, some of it is. Then please feel free to recommend them as well. And if you have worked with me, say a few words about your experience, because that always helps. Social proof is massively powerful, and that would be very, very much appreciated. I also love training, all the corporate stuff. I've been a management consultant since 2003 in central and local government. So designing and delivering corporate workshops, leadership development programs, executive coaching programs. So yeah, all of the above. If you hear of anything fabulous and exciting, let me know. That would be amazing. Well, wishing you all a fantastic, energetically vibrant rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are in the world. Marilyn Devonish, the Neuro Success Coach from TranceFormationstm.com, over and out. And here is to your rapid and lasting transformation. Catch you later.